Hey guys, Coriel here, Twitchers Fishing, and got one of these lipless crankbaits again. Already loaded up and ready to rock. Already sprayed the base coat of white, and we're going to just keep this one super simple. Saturday morning, got my coffee with me, and we're going to just smash a quick one out here. So first color I'm going to be loading up here is going to be a lemon yellow. This is a translucent yellow. And I just threw way too much in the paint cup, but that's all right. And we're just gonna spray the sides, the top. Same thing on the other side here. There we go. I want to lay that on fairly thick and heavy. Just take a quick look, just to kind of make sure we're really even on both sides. And I think I can come down just a little bit on this side here. There we go. All right. Well, that takes care of color number one. And let me just get this cleaned out here, and we'll come back and we're going to do the top. All right, guys, we're back. Got the airbrush cleaned out. And actually, before we throw the top, the color on the top of the bait here, I'm going to just load up a little bit of this pearl copper. And what we're going to do is we're going to just spray a little bit of this over top of the yellow, just at the front of the bait. And we're going to just keep our airbrush back a little bit, just because we don't want too much. I want to make sure it's spraying half decent. There we go. Okay, we'll get the gill plate on the other side. And what I'm kind of doing here is I'm trying to, I don't know how to describe it, but a little bit of a speckling, I guess. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's all I was after, was just that right there. Might do a little bit more on both sides, just because we are going to fill those eyes in as well with some black. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to get this airbrush cleaned out again. We're going to come back and we're going to take care of the top. All right. So for the top of the bait, we're going to just run some pearl blue. Again, this is a pearlized Createx color. All right, get that loaded up. Do a test spray here. And this doesn't actually seem to be spraying all that well. I think I actually got a problem with my brush here, but let's see. I'd have to kind of start this before I, it's coming a little bit blotchy. Oh yeah, there's something. You know what? We're gonna just roll with this for now. All right, well, something seriously wrong with my airbrush. As you can see, that did not come out anywhere near how we want it to spray, but we're gonna just live with it, and we're gonna just keep it like that. So we're gonna just honestly, I'm too lazy to just deal with the airbrush right now, so I'm just gonna clean it out, throw the black in, we'll get this bait finished up, and it regardless is gonna get fished in the summer, and it'll probably catch for what I fish anyways, so you know what, it's not a waste. All right, got this black loaded up, and airbrush is going to do the exact same thing, but like I said, I'm too lazy right now. Don't really care. So we're just going to finish it off the way it is. All right, there we go. That is what we're after right there. So get the airbrush cleaned, come back, we'll throw eyes on it, and then I'll show you what I'm using for an epoxy lately. Okay, so nothing special when it comes to eye selection here. I just got some of these silver eyes. We're gonna just slap a couple of those on. I was gonna maybe do a color, but I think this is maybe the best option for this bait. Just get a little bit more glue on there. Okay. Oops. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, spin around. All right. Just adjust the light here a little bit. Let's see if that makes. So I've kind of been messing around with my camera settings a little bit. I don't understand cameras. Honestly, I don't understand technology all that much. But here I am trying to learn as I go. So hopefully quality on this video is a little bit better. But anyways, this is what we ended up with. So a sharp looking bait. And as far as epoxy goes, I just use, this stuff is made by Alumilite, I believe. This is just a clear casting 1-to-1 ratio mix epoxy. Other than the fact it takes a little bit to dry, depending on what the weather looks like outside, it's been fairly good. And I just use these crappy dollar store art brushes. I picked them up on Amazon. I think I got 50 brushes for $6. So we'll just mix a little bit of this up. Like I said, it's just a 1-to-1 ratio. I never had good luck with KBS, so I gave up on it. And I'm not sure if it's just because of the temperature swings here. But it would take so long for it to fully cure. Even after 20 days, it was still tacky. I tried a lure turner. It didn't make much of a difference. So this is what I've been using for right now. I am thinking about using the Alumilite UV, just because that seems to kind of be the way everybody's going, or what they suggest or recommend. But anyways, let's just give this a quick mix. This is the first lure I've done in a little bit here. It was fairly cold here the last week and a half, 2 weeks, so I was actually very busy at work. I had a lot of late nights, so it's kind of nice to just on a Saturday morning do a little bit of painting and knock a bait out, which I quite enjoy. And I like showing you guys the process and how I approach it, and I don't know, I enjoy it. All right. My brush is kind of falling apart there, so hopefully it'll stay intact for this. But okay, let's and I just painted on there. That's what I was worried about. So just give me 1 second here, guys. I'm gonna actually just get a new brush. What I like to do is just kind of pull just to get any of the loose bristles, but I may have pulled too hard, I don't know. And just brush it on. It's warming up this week, so this one might not take as long to cure. I did a couple weeks ago, and they honestly just kind of finished curing with this stuff after about the 5-day mark. But this is supposed to be a self-leveling. And so far, like I said, I've had pretty good success with it. The baits look very nice when they're done. And I like the fact that with the KBS, you know, you would use a paper clip or, you know, something along those lines, and you would dip it. But you always had the eyelets that would get plugged with the KBS, and I don't have to worry about that with this because I can just kind of paint around them. So this stuff does cure hard, and I don't know if it has any UV protection or not, but that's where the UVLS comes in, and I've been spraying that after my base coat. I've been covering the bait in the UVLS, so it'll be interesting to see how it holds up over time. But so far, looks like that UVLS serves a couple different purposes. Like I said, using the UVLS when you're putting your stencils on, you don't have to worry about scratching your paint, which is nice. And even though this bait didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to, just because of my airbrush issues, once you put the epoxy on, it really does change the look of the lure. And I just make sure that I get every little area of the bait covered, and do that there again, and we'll just let her kind of sit. Like I said, it is a self-leveling epoxy. And let's just have a final look at this, so you can see the difference that the epoxy makes. But yeah, there it is, guys. Just a quick 3-color combo on this lipless shad, and it turned out fantastic. So let me know what you guys think. If you like the video, please hit that like button, follow, subscribe. I really appreciate it.